This ain't no joke, this ain't no game. This that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55 was goody. Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. I'm on the show, spread fake news. We just call it broadcast. Wes, Joey, Sam, Sean, Dalton. And you know that boy Niggy. He said he wants small fries. Tell him they better make him big. Yeah, you already know what we be on.
You bet. Jordan. Here he goes. This place is gonna.
If we set it and set it in stone, sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
Straight steal of home. The slide. The Cards win.
The magic is working tonight. How do you know when things are
The emotional journey to the championship.
Let's see who's trying to get in here with this. Joey. Already got some tests going on. What an electric win here from the Spectrum Center. As you can tell, we're doing a big. We are broadcasting live. Wes, turn it around. Let him. Actually, I'll do it because I'm the cameraman. We are here at Courtside, doing it like nobody else is doing it.
Are y'all like G-Fed, just trying to see how long y'all can stay in there?
No, we're actually allowed to be here till 2:30. We got permission. So electric atmosphere. The Cards pull off the victory. Almost a repeat performance of the day before, except we weren't down as much. I'm here with my co-hosts, Wes Brown and Joe Wahman. Joe Wahman's back in Louisville. Me and Wes are here. Gonna have to stay another day, man.
Hey, I'm excited.
What are we gonna have to do? Oh, I know you are because
Well,
Can't hear Wes.
So it's all good.
well, yeah, because
What's up, Joey?
you have a
I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
you can't hear Wes.
No.
No, your microphone's plugged in. Well, hold on. You can't hear Wes?
Well, I definitely can't hear him now because he's not talking.
Can you hear me now?
No, I can hear him through your microphone.
Yeah.
But you can hear me.
Yep.
Well, that's all that matters. Listen.
We trying here. We trying.
We are. Fabian says, go Cards, baby. Got to shore up some things, particularly inbound versus the press. Our guy, Corey Carson, says, let's go Cards. Great team. A very teamy team. Jay Welch, let's go. Aaron wants to know how the game was. Listen, you can ask Wes. I was pacing back and forth, not only throughout the entire Duke, North Carolina game, which we watched it, another fantastic game. But for about an hour before, I'd say about an hour before we played, I was nervous. I was ready to go. I was so excited. And the Cards in our first trip here to Charlotte, to the beautiful Spectrum Center. And shout out to the very awesome and hospitable people of the ACC and the Spectrum Center. They have shown us nothing but grace and love and helped us out. Shout out to Dana Brown again coming through in the clutch. She is amazing. Louisville basketball is amazing. The coaching staff ran into almost each and every one of them prior to and after the game. They were showing us nothing but love. It's as I always text Peyton after every game, it's streak season, baby. I cannot tell you how many people sent me a text saying Mike Murphy, our guy Mike Murphy, was like, you got some great seats. Well, no, I'm covering the game. I had to work the entire time. I didn't have a sec. We went up we were up 10 or 12, maybe 10 with 2 minutes left. And I just started thinking, crap, we were up by 8. with 2 minutes left yesterday and almost pissed the bed, and we almost did it. But great teams find a way to win, and James Scott played some great. The whole Cardinal team played great defense tonight, except for the last couple minutes of the game. For the most part, shot great free throws, except for the last couple minutes of the game. I believe Wes, wasn't it 21 of 25 or 22 of 25?
At the end of it, we started missing everything. James Scott was hitting them. And then at the end, it just like we hit 1 of 2, and I was like, oh, here we go. And then they just started coming down and hitting threes at the end.
Nervous all game, hanging on every possession. Absolutely, Brian Davis. It also didn't look like a foul. There were a lot of questionable calls. These refs let these guys play football in the first half. In the second half, they called if you sneezed on somebody.
It was definitely football in the first half. We didn't see tackles. We didn't see elbows. We didn't see Waterman falling flat on his face and his back. I'm like, all right, y'all gonna call something.
Well, they tried not to, and whoops, what am I doing?
On the TV broadcast, all they could complain about Corey Alexander was, that's a foul. But when Boubacar blocked him at the end there, that's a foul. He got fouled 3 times on the. You got to call that. You got to call that.
It was the same thing as yesterday. Can you hear Wes now?
He replugged it in.
No.
Hold on 1 second.
Do we got to switch that out?
Let's switch it out. Here, take that side.
I mean, I will say while you're doing that, I'll speak so you can have some time.
Already got it done.
You and Wes had all kinds of TV time tonight, so
Apparently so.
Okay, fair enough.
Can you hear me now? No,
Guess not.
That's a negative.
All right.
I don't know what's going on with it, but it's okay. But go ahead, Joey.
Oh no, I was just filling some time to get you give you some time to do that.
Perfect. Miss Kathleen, let's go beat Duke. Listen, the big reason I'm here is because of Ben, and I want to do this for him, and I think these cards are doing this for him. I think he had I talked to Mark yesterday, and he said, that was Ben in spirit helped Chucky hit that last second shot, and I feel like he helped James Scott get that block at the end without no foul. So, yeah, we're doing this all for him. I could have very easily and comfortably been at home watching this, and now we're going to stay in Charlotte for another day. Got to find some stuff to get into tomorrow. We'll probably do a pregame show sometime during the afternoon, and another post if when we win. I was going to say yeah, but it is what it is. Corey says cardiac cards strike again, always to the end. That's how it was back in the 80s. Cardiac cards. I'm even yawning in the spectrum.
It doesn't matter where you're at.
No, it doesn't. Did I yell at PK to call a timeout? No, actually, I caught myself twice clapping, almost clapping, not clapping, but almost clapping. And so I'm not allowed to yell.
I was watching for any emotion or anything from y'all, and y'all did very well. Like no movements, just
shocked faces probably for the last couple minutes of the game.
You were like this a lot.
No, he warned me before. He's like, "Hey, you're not allowed to cheer." I said, "What?" He goes, "You're not allowed to cheer. It doesn't matter who you represent. You ain't cheering." I was like, "Cool." I just sat there and just watched, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
No, but you can be a TV announcer and yell no multiple times,
right?
When Spike hits a shot, and it's okay.
You're right.
Stephen Pollard says, "Man, we need Rain Smith for his offense, but we have to have another solid ball handler out there." I would be absolutely shocked if Rain Smith played tomorrow. Let's see if there's something going on with the audio on. It doesn't show Wes's audio being on at all. Let's take him out, put him back in. Giggity. No, it is what it is. You'll just have to talk louder, Wes.
Lovely.
Yeah, not allowed to cheer, but that's okay. We got to be professional. Let's go through real quick and go ahead and read a little bit of what was going through. Y'all know how I do it. A little bit of what was going through my head at the time. Cards tranquilized the Tigers 76-73 with the photo taken by Wes, the cover photo. It's his first credit. I won't give him any credit. Terrence Edwards scores 21. Hadley has 20, and Hadley has 9 boards, and Terrence Edwards has 9 rebounds. 8 rebounds, and Traore, 7 of them as Cards earned their first ever trip to the ACC title game, 76-73. Heffernan and Waterman also got into double figures with 11 and 10 respectively. Some of these stats are probably off. I didn't update them at the very end, so it is what it is. The Cards put on a clinic defensively and maneuvered through some tough foul issues and nervous moments in the second half. The school's best team ever shows why. Cards look a little discombobulated at the beginning. They're down 9-4 with 5 minutes in. The refs are not calling anything either way, and that should play into the Cards' advantage. Booby with good plays on both ends, and a finger roll makes it 11-8 Clemson. However, a 4-0 run by the grown-up baby Cupid gives Clemson a 15-8 lead with 12:41 left in the first half. They're not calling any fouls on Clemson at all at this point. The Cards finally stop the baby head from the water boy, and that leads to a Javon Hadley putback. The Cardinal flurry on both ends leads the Cards to an 18-17 lead with 8 minutes left to get a bucket right back Clemson, but it's Chucky time as he hits a big three to give the Cards a 21-19 lead. Time to build on it as they force a turnover on the ensuing possession. We do not build on it, and the game is going back and forth as they are tied at 23 with 4:08 remaining in the half. The Cards seem to be doing a lot of right, but they just can't hit shots consistently tonight. Booby has hustled his behind off. He's got 6 boards in the first half alone. Cards seem to figure out the problem and go on a 5-0 run to end the first half, 33-28 Cards. They have now led in every ACC matchup this season except yesterday. Boo. At the half, Edwards has 13. Chucky almost called him Chucky Edwards. We almost combined 2 of our players. Edwards had 13, Chucky with 9, and Booby is leading with 6 boards, and Chucky with 3 assists. Got to do more of the same in the second half. Cards will get the ball first. Cards hustle out the gate and score a few buckets, including a 3 by Noah Waterman. Water mighty good man in the second half. Cards up 40-34. They clearly have Clemson flustered. Hadley comes down with the and-1 that sends the bench into a frenzy. Cards up 43-34. Cards go on a 14-6 run to start the second half, extend the lead to 47-34. Clemson tries to make the game more physical, and it plays in our favor. Clemson scores their first bucket nearly 7 minutes in as the Gerber baby scores to make it 47-36. I got a couple more of these. James Scott gets his 4th foul with 9 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. I don't think he fouled out, did he, Wes?
Who?
James Scott?
No, Waterman fouled out.
Impressive. 9 minutes and 24. He gets foul number 4. Cards lead by 10. They battle back and forth with Clemson for the next 4 minutes. It's 62-49 with 5 minutes and 29 seconds left. Chase Hunter hits a deep 3 to cut the lead to 10. But a quick 5-0 run pushes it out to the largest lead of the evening for Louisville at 67-52. Cards putting on a masterclass in defense tonight. Cards also shoot great from the stripe, hitting 22 of 27. But Clemson chops the lead down to 10 with 2 minutes remaining. We cannot let off the gas. No repeat of yesterday, but guess what? There is. Clemson may have a say in this. The lead is now 6 with 1:17 left. Just have to hit our free throws. The Cardinal lead is now 2 with 27 seconds left, and it's our possession. Lord help us, shot clock violation. I cannot take this 2 nights in a row. It looks like I have no choice. We're down to the last possession of regulation. Clemson ball, 22 seconds. We need just 1 stop. We got it. Clutch block by Scott. Chucky heads to the line for 2. Hits 1. Cards up by 3, and they win 76-73. Joey, take us into what you're thinking watching it from home.
Well, buffered there for a second. Nerve-wracking. Just nerve-wracking. The first half being just a bloodbath, knowing that the second half they were going to be calling more fouls, and not only did they, like within the first 65, 70 seconds of the second half, there was already like 4 whistles. And then just like it seemed like everything was going to get called. And then just with that being said, hoping that we would hit free throws. Yesterday, not yesterday, but 2 days ago now, at Stanford, we weren't hitting free throws like we had been. So that made me even more nervous. And then coming down we had the big lead, 15 points, something like that, 3 minutes to go. And Hunter hit that three. And I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Tighten up. And we just looked like we were not prepared whatsoever for a full court press, like trapping on the inbound. And then we kind of, after about 3 or 4 times of failing miserably at it, all right, let's get the ball in quick and then leak somebody down the court. It just, they grind out wins, man. We play 7-8 guys right now. Everybody that comes in does what they're supposed, what their intended purpose to be in the game. They do it. Frank missed a alley-oop early in the game that normally is just a slam home by Scott, but I thought Traore played so much better this game, and he really played great defense against what was the Russian in Rocky?
Ivan Drago.
Yeah, he played great defense against Drago. Noah Waterman, much respect. Like he was talking so much crap to that guy. It was amazing. Like I don't know if y'all could see it from where y'all were, but on the camera screen as they're crossing paths, Noah's not looking at him, but he's just talking mad crap going past him, got in his head. And then Jonah Hill, the oversized Jonah Hill guy.
Are you talking about the catcher from the Sandlot?
Schafflin, I don't know. Yeah.
Stifler.
You're killing me, Smalls. We can't let he scored like 8 points real quick in the first half where we just forgot he was on the court. Yep. What we tend to do is we tend to try to double team somebody, and then the double teamer forgets who he's supposed to be guarding, and when they go to pull off, they can't find them and get back to them. So that's something that probably needs to be addressed, especially against Duke. If we're going to get beat one-on-one, let the double of the help come inside the lane when they drive into the drive into the basket.
Absolutely. Let's do a little reset. I'm gonna get caught up on these texts. Apparently, Tom Crean is an idiot or something.
Oh yeah, he said he was complaining the same about that. You have to call that foul. You have to call that foul.
What is up, everybody in the chat line? It's just lit. Tony Bowman, what's good? Not much, man. We're just sitting here chilling as he contacts us from Facebook and YouTube. The Newville, absolutely. Welcome to this week's episode of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Wyman. As you already know, here with the co-host, Wes Brown in person. We've already done the introduction, but I got to do it the way I always do it. And the little big little brother, Joe Wyman. Okay, good. There's nobody to acknowledge him today.
It doesn't matter. I've got my background on.
That's fair. We're coming to you live, not from the Rally House studios, but from the Spectrum Center. Wes, can you give them another view of this beautiful court?
I sure can.
Do you even know if you're pointing it at the court?
I am pointing.
Okay, good.
That's where we win the ACC championship tomorrow. That court right there.
I really hope so. Don't forget the Mossy Oak chat line is open. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, send us your questions, blah, 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 blah. Hit the thumbs up while you're here on YouTube. Sponsor shout-outs, Fitness Market, Fourplex, Collision Course Crew, Tailgaters, Cherry Pick and Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Rally House, Planet Fitness. Got to talk with Spencer Legg a little bit before the game today. Don't forget his pod dropped last week. Okay, back on track. We are not gonna be on here that long tonight because I'm tired. My legs are shot. We walked around the city for about an hour and a half earlier looking for a new cord that apparently don't even work for Wes, which is I'm okay with. But
he'd probably cuss and get suspended again anyway.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Actually, I've been good.
Yes, a little bit. He's going to look good. But guys, got Duke tomorrow night at 8:30. let's do a little bit of predictions. Let's get out of here for tonight. Again, we'll stay on here until y'all stop talking to us. HB wants to know, do you think we'll get a 2 seed beating Clemson and Duke in the same week? No.
That gets us a 5. That gets us a 5 probably.
I think I think if we beat Duke, we'll be a 4 seed because Duke's projected to be the number 1 overall seed, and Clemson's ranked a couple spots ahead of us. We proved that wasn't a fluke beating them the first time, so I think that will kind of flip-flop our seeds. But it is what it is. Wes, I'm gonna go to you first. Predictions for the game tomorrow. How do you see it turning out?
Well, if it's gonna be this close, like all these games have been, like the earlier game, me and you both watched from the tunnel. We couldn't believe what happened at the end. Came back.
Bless his heart, and y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say his name. Love the kid, but bless him's heart.
Love the kid to death, and it just happens. But for me, I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game. I think it'll be 65-60 us. I'll keep it as a close game.
There's Mr. Waterman right there. Noah, what's good, man? Throwing up the L's for Card Nation. Great game tonight, Noah. Appreciate you. You never know what's going to happen at the Spectrum Center, brother. All right, go back. Look, I'm putting Wes on the spot while the players are walking out. So, how do you think they're going to do tomorrow, Wes?
Then all of a sudden, Noah walks in.
He said 65-60 Louisville.
I said 65-60 Louisville. I think it's going to be a close game. If they keep on repping like this, it's going to be WWE all over again for tomorrow. But I think we'll pull it out. I think Hepburn will catch fire again. It's just tonight, I ain't going to say it wasn't his night, but I feel like they were we didn't come out as fast as we normally do, play as fast as we normally do to the second half. And then that's when everybody just went flying. Everybody was grinding, trying to get the rebound, trying to not foul, flying on the floor. Like, it's just it'll be one of those games.
All right, Joey, what about you? How do you see the game turning out tomorrow?
First off, the unnamed player in the game before, what I thought was, I have so much respect for North Carolina's coach now. He stood right next to him with his arm around him throughout the whole post-game interview and gave him all the credit. He said, we're not here without Jay Witt and what he's done. So shout out to Coach Davis from North Carolina for that. But tomorrow, I think they're on the ropes, man. I think they're right for the picking. They did not – they kind of played like we did late in the second half, right? Kind of collapsed, and they didn't really have an answer without Cooper Flagg. So we create some matchup problems. Noah, the guy that just graced the screen there, he's going to be key. And I tell you why, because he's going to pull Maluk, or however you say his last name, he's going to pull him away from the rim. And that's going to open up a lot of space for Terrence Edwards and Javon Hadley and Chucky to James Scott alley-oop. So I'm going to say it's a little higher scoring than what Wes predicted, but I'm going to say 78-75 Cardinals.
So you still with me on the close game?
Oh, it's going to be a close game. It may even be a last-second three that wins it.
Right.
So y'all are growing close. So y'all know I have to be a jack end and do the opposite.
Devil's advocate, go ahead.
Louisville's going to win this game tomorrow pretty handedly. We've got a good track record against them in tournaments. We beat the absolute dog piss out of them in Indianapolis. We were close to beating them earlier in the year. I think Cards by 12 tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying that's what my heart believes. I'm just saying it for the radio. I don't know. I mean, I probably am, but still. Let's see. What is this? I have no idea why that popped up on the screen. Card will be playing 8 versus 5 tomorrow. Refs will make sure it's close. Well, I don't know. Do the refs hate us more or Duke more? I don't know.
Remember what you were saying earlier.
Oh my God. Mark said it was cool to see us there. It's cool for us to be here. We've got to cover a lot of things. We've covered SummerSlam and Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, and for us to finally be able to do a ACC tournament game and possibly do an NCAA tournament game in a couple of weeks is amazing. And we'll cross those bridges when we get to them. But what a great night! Listen, we want you all to stay tuned to our social media and subscribe to us on YouTube or Facebook to be alerted anytime we go live. We will go live a couple of times tomorrow, pre and post game, to cover and react, and then we're going to head straight home as soon as we're both rested up enough to be able. I drove all the way down here. My quad is, I feel like I pulled my quad, honestly.
Did you use your cruise control?
Yes, I did. And you know what?
He figured
My cruise control is smart cruise control, because I said it. I told Steve this earlier. I said, I feel like an elderly person doing this, but my cruise control can tell if I'm doing 77 and catch up to the car in front of me, it slows me down.
Yeah. That's awesome, ain't it?
Yeah, I've never had a cruise control that did that, and everybody I told that was like, "Oh my God, really?" Well, I did tell Teresa and Chris and Steve, but still, good
Yeah,
time.
the Traverse does that.
So I didn't know that. You can find the audio version of this podcast on over 125 podcast avenues. We will get both podcasts out tomorrow. You can watch the YouTube versions ASAP. We'll get the audio versions, Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, iHeart. Hit subscribe, like, heart plus sign, or whatever it is that Sean does on the weekends now. Whatever he's doing now, because he posted the story and then didn't join the chat. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, it's easy to find. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, go to the podcast tab, drop down menu, select CSZ Podcast. It's so easy that even Sean could figure out how to get in it. Check out our exclusives on cardinalsportszone.com, the place that I'll begin. Shout out to everybody out there that is sharing the podcast. We appreciate and love you guys. Shout out to our guys Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage doing the Lord's work Monday through Friday from 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. Shout out to our guy Dalton Pence, who does Mondays with DP from 6 to 7 on the Big X. Shout out to the guys at 502 Circle. On social media, I'm at Jeremy_CSZ. Joey is at Joe Wyman 526. And Wes is at WesB_42.
Yes, sir.
So check us out. Follow us. We're not going to do last words. Well, we can do last words, but it could just be something inspirational for the game tomorrow. Wes, give us your last words.
I don't really have last words. Honestly, to be here was, thank you, sir. Honestly, to be here was, I didn't see myself being here until my brother invited me. So it was a blessing to come out and spend time with my brother. I wish my other brother could come, but he's at home right now. So.
Oh, your brother showed up?
No,
I'm just kidding.
Joey. You know what I'm talking about.
I knew.
But no, it's just a blessing to be out here to share these moments with my brothers and my fans and Louisville fans, Louisville family, all that stuff.
With his fan.
You ain't got no fans.
So
Hey, I have fans. Y'all leave me alone.
You got fan.
the only fans you got are on OnlyFans. I'm just kidding.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Joey, your last words. Get us pumped up for tomorrow since Sean the wet napkin's not here.
It's Merkin season in Charlotte. I'll say it for him. Cards are in full effect. We got Coach Brom there. We got Josh Hurd. We got 25 strong Louisville Cardinal men's basketball team.
Oh my God! Guess who just walked in?
D.
No. John Cena is here at the Spectrum.
I see him.
Holy crap!
He's little Jimmy's with him. Little Jimmy's with him.
I'd do that real quick. Well, we're about to go home. We're about to head home. Merkin season, Joey said they're doing some TV tapes on the court, so we're gonna try to be quiet, be respectful to them. I'm just gonna say this: what a wonderful experience! It'll be a memory I never forget. I'm gonna spend another day and a lot more money in Charlotte, so I'm kind of pissed about that, but it is what it is. Listen, You all have a good time. Y'all have a good night. For Joey, for Wes, for myself, there's the outro music. We'll see you all tomorrow. Keep those notifications on. Appreciate everybody tuning in. My God. Everybody tuning in. This has been the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. See y'all tomorrow. Put them notifications on. I ain't playing.